I'll show you the side of yourself, the person that you've always been, but never dreamed.
Hello and welcome to the Ultimate Console Olympics, a series of shows where we'll be playing every Olympics game released between 1984 and 2020 to determine once and for all who is the greatest console Olympian. Well, between the two of us anyway. But before we make a start, we have set some rules. Only games released in the arcade and on home console will be used, and that is starting from the NES Master System time all the way up to the PlayStation 5. So we won't be using any games from the Atari consoles or from home computers of the time. The NES Master System are the first consoles we're using. Each game will be played as a best 2 out of 3, and each Olympic year will be its own season. So we'll be playing a collection of games based around that Olympic year to determine who wins each season. Whoever wins the most seasons will be the champion. Games released around that Olympic year and up to 2 years after will be included in that season. Any games released the year before an Olympic year will be included in the upcoming season. It's just the rules we've decided to go with. Also, games which are essentially the same but on different consoles, such as SNES and Mega Drive games, will just be classed as one game. We won't be playing it, we won't be doing a best 2 out of 3 twice, we will just be doing it as one game. However, games which are substantially different, such as a PS2 and a Wii game, due to the control system, we will give their own best 2 out of 3 games to. And games played based on the year of their release. So any games that have been re-released, such as the original Track and Field from the arcade, which I believe has been re-released quite recently, will be played when it was originally released in the arcade, but its new release, say for instance on the PS4, will be played when it was released in 2016 or whenever that was. So certain games may be played at different points during the games. Right, now that we've got the rules out of the way, right, so here we go. This is Season 1, Game 1. Now, normally what we're going to try and do in these Olympics is we're going to try and play the official Olympics game first and then play the unofficial games after. But that's going to change slightly for the first season because there was an Olympics game that was deemed official in Japan, which was Hyper Olympic 94, which is called Hyper Sports in the West. But it was technically a pseudo-sequel to Track and Field, which came out a year earlier in 1983. And because everyone kind of assumes that Track and Field is the granddaddy of all the Olympic sports games, we feel it's only right to start with that one. So Track and Field is going to be the first one. It's got 6 events, and you have to qualify past each event to progress because it's an arcade game and obviously it wants to eat all your cash. So even though one of us gets through, the other one will get through, but we could end up with someone winning these Olympics without even qualifying past all the events. We literally could play 2 events and both fail, and it's whoever's going to have the highest score. So we're going to do our best to get as far into the game as possible, but we can't promise anything. Now, we did do some practices, and normally going forward we are going to show you these practices, but as this big video was recorded a while ago, we did actually do these practice sessions behind closed doors, so they're not available to show you right now. So we're going to kick off and go straight in to round 1, and let's see how we get on. Right, here we go. So you can't use the D-pad to put your name in, you have to use the buttons. And that's not the right button. So I will play our real names. Okay, so first one. simple 100-meter dash.
On your mark.
Just to let you know, in practice and in other Olympics games in the past, he's always been better at.
That's like putting pressure on me. We're just living up to it.
I actually got quicker. My top speed's quicker. So that's actually really slow. He'll take the first one. He's usually better at button bash events, and I'm usually better at events that involve a bit more coordination. Unfortunately, in track and field games, none of them really involve coordination too much. So he was usually better.
Yeah, but with stuff like this, when you've got to get angles right and I just go downhill.
So the score's at the very top, and the qualification score is on the right, and our scores are on the left. That is a foul, sure.
Oh, come on, you can see it's a bit off it.
Everyone can see that.
No. Well, wave that red flag.
That is a cheat.
Foul.
Damn.
So it's just one button to button mash, and then one for your angle on this one. That's too short. Okay.
It's still qualifying.
Bigger than my other jump, but somehow. As you can see, we are nowhere near the world record. I think that could be another foul.
No, don't be another foul.
I think that could be another foul.
No.
Pressure is on.
Damn
I
it!
even qualify past jump 2.
No! Salt pressure have been streaming.
Oh! Caught that wrong.
Oh, look at me, I qualified still.
I know, but...
Too much pressure on this last jump.
He actually did do a lot better in practice, but yeah, pressure of the big jump. He's made it.
I'm hoping so.
He's in the competition. Oh, he's not? Oh, you is.
Oh,
He might actually beat me then. You did.
As long as I qualify, I'm fine.
You beat me by 3 centimetres as well.
I just got a bit twitchy.
So that's not good. So after all that, in the end he pips me. Not good.
That's the way it is, mate. But you normally do better on javelin, don't you?
That was practice.
And you always foul first throw.
Yep.
Always.
Foul first throw.
Foul.
But I think that's how you judge all your other... Strong starts, maybe?
It's a really strong start. It's gone up and over.
We've qualified, we're good.
Not really a competition so far, considering I've lost every event. But like I say, wait till we get to the Olympics games and involve a bit of skill.
Mate, this is all skill, right?
Look
at this. We're still nowhere near record, so God knows how you get record on this thing. But results-wise, I'm pretty happy so far.
Oh,
I snuffed it.
Foul.
that was a good one as well. Whoa, big
Yeah.
So he's mastered the javelin, definitely. So I'm in a lot of trouble. 3,000 points behind already.
Still got a bit of work to do on record, though. This one's touch and go, so
110
there's
meter
no
hurdles.
definite saying I'm going to win this or you're going to win this. I'm going to say I'm going to win it, but it's fine. No, that's it. Look at it. Yeah.
How did you pull
That's
that
still
back?
Oh, I don't know. It's a skill, mate.
It must just be the timing between the hurdles. You must have to catch
Yeah,
it
yeah.
perfectly to get that right jump. And I just didn't. So, yes,
So far, it's not really a competition. It's a slaughter.
it really is, yeah. I've lost literally every event.
But yeah, again, don't always qualify for this one.
Ah!
Or maybe it's not always qualify for this one. So you don't normally first one to qualify.
Yeah, that world record up there, 86, is actually mine from practice.
Well, I fully, yeah, it's mine.
Somehow I got that in practice.
I've only just
Literally bang on.
bang on again. Twice that's happened to me. I qualified though. Fine.
It'll be the worst Olympics of my life, actually, not to win a single event.
You're gonna pull a record out of you, right? No, you're not.
No. No.
Right, someone's gone wrong.
Oh, I'm having a mare.
I can afford to get a bit risky with this one. So. Still not making any difference. What, me 1023 on that.
Still qualified. Last go, or I'm out.
He's done it, he's qualified. We good. 80. Ooh, 81.
Yes! The second best record.
Are we on restrictions here or? It's fucking bollocks.
He doesn't do much, but when he pulls it out, he pulls it big.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh, is it going to go out of bounds? No, it's in, but it's rubbish.
Oh, okay.
It's actually a worse throw yet.
It's because I got on 59, I didn't expect to get it. If I got on 50, then. No, I'll take that on.
I've won an event. I'll take it.
You don't win any events, but you get a record first of any.
It's in style. Okay, so
I'm not that far up on points thanks to that record.
we can't actually.
No, we can't actually figure this
I
out.
completely messed that up because I got my timing wrong. So the point is, in this event, you're meant to button bash gets it, I think, and then button bash in the air and adjust your angle once to go up and then again to go over.
I'm not too sure how it works though. In theory, it's easy, but oh, no, we've got a bit of movement on this. We'll get 22.
You just got to do it closer.
Yeah. Yes! Still not qualified, but yes.
Rubbish.
2.15 meters.
So they're literally going to get
No.
closer, but
0.00 meters.
And the problem is, once you go out, you get 0 points for the event, which means
how do I go up?
it's moved you up 10. I think you have to move. I think it moves you up yourself.
Do I move up?
No, I think it might. It moves
Oh my
you up
god,
for
that's
you.
brutal.
And not only that, but because it's track and field, you don't get your 3 lives back.
What?
You've already failed 1.
Wow.
What?
2.25
So I'm going to knock it out at park on every single one.
Slightly adjusted, but he's done it.
Oh, God.
So this is the first time we've ever been to this stage. Now you're going to qualify. Just.
No. Yes!
It's a really strange one that you're adjusting this guy's flight, mid-flight.
Yeah, that's...
I guess he just keeps going up.
2.35 meters.
So you're just going to literally tap it. No, I should. Fell dramatically on that one.
2.30 meters.
Right, so that's cost me massively in the Olympics now.
Yeah, it has.
So this is the problem with track and field Olympics games, is that if you don't qualify for an event, then you get 0, and the other person will get some points, and therefore you're miles behind. So it's not quite as much fun as the proper Olympic games where you get based on medals, but considering this was 1983, it basically just carries on again.
What?
So the game just carries on going through again. This time against the computer opponent because I'm out.
Yeah, do you want me to just...
So I think,
move
yeah,
this
so
one?
it's 1-0. I think if you just cock this up.
On your
But
mark.
it's worth mentioning that's the first time we've done that Olympics. Out of all practices
Yeah.
we've done, that's the first time we've completed it.
Right.
So this one is 1-0.
restart.
Oh, it carries on your points as well, so that must be how you get 100,000.
That must be, you just keep going.
Yeah.
But there's only them events, so you just keep going around.
Alright, fair enough.
Fair enough. Okay, so we're going to go for it again.
Right, let's go.
Oh, we're not streaming on Twitch.
Get set.
So it should be said that I always lose the first event.
Not always, you have one but more or less, yeah.
But on track and field, it always puts me massively behind. And then it's just me trying to make it up all the way through. This is the reason track and field games are not my cup of tea usually.
Qualifies? Yeah, good qualifier.
6.72 inches.
Oh, same every time. Yeah, wave your red flag, whatever.
Oh, I got the line right. Just the angle was way too high. Oh, it was actually better than my first jump.
Good figure. If you got that on 50, like 51, that might have been. That's in some records here. 47. Bit too much behind line, but that's 7.72.
Yeah, so it's a big jump.
That's a. Yeah.
Ah, way too early.
I just don't like that angle he does it when he measures his tail.
Oh, it's a big one.
51. Yes.
Yeah.
7.6.
7.27 inches.
Again, first time. Always foul.
Foul.
It's alright. I'll get this thing fast. No, it went. Qualified.
Not bad.
Ah, not as bad as I thought it would be. A decent angle on it. Would have been alright.
Oh!
Is it not going to qualify?
Foul.
$42. That always
It's
goes.
almost perfect. Right at the line.
It should have been 50 really, but 80.
79.43 inches.
Oh no.
Oh, we're in danger. We're in danger.
Might not even
Yeah,
get it right. Throw it
qualified.
in. No, it's
Qualified.
not.
Yeah, qualified.
Just.
6.27 inches.
Wait, he qualified at least.
Oh. You gotta be in it to win it, I guess.
45. Oh, it's a good throw. Good throw.
Very good throw.
Bang on line as well.
Not as good, bro.
I thought it would be better than the last one. That's what power will let me down.
Okay.
On your mark. Get set.
So I'm going to start.
No!
When am I supposed to press him? I must be
Still takes it.
must just be catching him wrong.
13.50 seconds. The time 13.85 seconds.
Still like nearly 3 seconds behind. It's a world record on that. We'll qualify first throw. Yeah.
Ah!
I hate you.
Just have to pray that you don't, and then I can win. Otherwise, it's been a 2-0 win, 2-0 whitewash. No, you qualified.
No.
Oh, no, you haven't.
No, I haven't.
Oh, short.
No!
Short. Oh no!
The chuff on that.
I don't know.
It was a bold move, but it didn't pay off.
I didn't mean to, obviously, hold it that long. Sugar.
Yes!
Damn it.
We're talking about just.
Oh no!
I got us there. I got us there.
Wow.
I'm still the best at this event.
Yeah. I just don't understand what was off, but whatever.
Annoyingly, you qualified by a meter. Wish you hadn't. I could have won this Olympics.
Well,
Well, I think you both know you're better than me at this one.
I still don't fully understand this.
Ah!
Wow.
And you've got to get 3 jumps to qualify.
2.15 meters.
No, still don't understand it.
Wow.
I think you'd have made that if you'd have used your angle a bit more.
Alright.
2.15 meters.
Oh no!
Wow.
Just put. No. I've got it.
2.5 meters.
No, I've not. No, what?
Wow.
Come on in. It's all or nothing.
2.15 meters.
Oh, no. Yes!
Yes!
We're talking about it.
Yes!
We're
Now
doing
you
it for 2
failed.
times.
Now you don't jump. And I might have a chance.
2.15 meters.
No. Oh, I've got a chance.
Got a chance.
I've got a chance of winning. He's got a 0. I've got something.
You ain't got notes. Come on.
I've fucked it. I've completely fucked it. But it'll give me something, won't it?
You got a chance for glory. It don't matter you're too far behind.
It's giving me a 0. Oh, now it gave me a 0.
Yeah,
I have
it
to
is.
qualify. Oh no.
That's it. Over and done with. That one.
I came back strong as well the last high jump and hammer throw.
Yeah, but you need to do 3 in a row just to qualify because you can't pick your own height. You can pick your own height and then just go.
So that's the end of the first track and field. It was a bit of a hammering. I must admit, I definitely didn't perform. 8-bit consoles, they're not my thing, including 8-bit arcade games. Clearly, I can't do 8-bit. So there are actually 4 games in Season 1, 2 track and fields, 2 hypersports. And if that's anything to go by, season 1's not going to go well for me. But you never know. I might be able to pull it back. There's different events in the other games. You never know. So, yeah, season 1, episode 1.
It's all about me.
Was definitely not about me. No, completely hammered. But what did we actually think of the game then?
It was a bit of a shock to the system the first one, so it was really hard to get into. Some like 1 or 2 events I didn't really understand. It was pure fluke, the high jump, and it's a bit harsh. So if you didn't qualify, that's it.
Yeah, for an arcade game,
you can do all the records you want on the events. That matters not if you don't qualify.
Yeah, that's true. You're always in it, aren't you? You're always in it, I suppose. Even though I was losing everything, if I'd have qualified past that last high jump and because you didn't,
yeah,
I would have beat you. I would have beat you.
I went your way through, and then last event, that's it. I'm gone.
It does keep you in it, but I must admit, for an arcade game to not give you any instructions, unless it's on the cabinet itself when you go and play it, to not give you any instructions on some of those events is a bit harsh because. You're just wasting money trying to learn them. Like, we had no idea on some of those events, and we had to go onto Google to learn how to practice some of them. So
yeah, it's like, why would have practiced events before? I mean, we still look crap when it comes to main events on some of these games.
We qualified past every event. I mean, the first Olympics, you qualified in every event.
That's pretty fast. You'll see it in future where some of the one Olympic event outlast that entire Olympics. That were a 15-minute Olympics,
It is a very quick one. Yeah, season 1 will go very quick. I thought the graphics was pretty good for 1983. The year we were born, as it happens. Oh, me anyway.
Oh, you
He's a bit older. I thought the graphics were pretty good. The sound was probably as good as you're going to get.
You're not going to get much
for 1983. It's not going to give you much in the 80s. We got to get Golden Axe stuff in the late 80s, but that's 6 years after this. I mean, a lot changes in that time. So it was all right. The playability, obviously, we didn't play it in an arcade way. We didn't have the cabinet, so it was just buttons in the arcade, button bashing, and then a button for you didn't have an arcade joystick, you had buttons, so you had a button for your angle and 2 buttons to button bash. It was all buttons, so maybe the big button bashing might have been a bit different.
It's an arcade game. It's easy pick up. You can pick it up past here for now.
It would rinse you though. I think, considering there's only 6 events for an arcade game, they could have just let you play them all rather than make you qualify past each one and lose all your money.
20 pence.
I know,
keep piling them 20 pences in at a time.
In terms of how long it lasts, I mean, obviously it's a quick game. It's not a game I would have kept coming back to even in the arcades, to be honest. I wouldn't have come back to it loads. There was better arcade games that I would have enjoyed playing, but it's not the worst. And it's fairly well presented for the time.
So it's standard for track and field, though, isn't it? It's one of the first.
It is the first one. I mean, there were others on home computers, but this was kind of the big one that got up traction. I mean, Daley Thompson's Decathlete, or Decathlon, I believe it was called over here in Europe, was very well loved on home computers on the Spectrum and the Commodore and stuff. But Track and Field did take it to another level. I think it was for me, it's one that started the craze of button bashing. Because back in the day, when you're playing on a home console, you're using joysticks.
Well, that's
so you can't button bash.
Yeah, button bashing. I excel at button bashing. We keep it simple. I mean, some in future you'll see, but they try too hard and it just saps the enjoyment out of the game. This one's just easy win.
It's very basic. I need it a bit more intricate. I can't do just straight button bashing. It's not my thing. I need slight more intricacy, but it was good fun. I mean, it's not great when you're playing with someone who's going to beat you in every event, and you need it to be a bit more competitive. It'll be all right on 4-player, I think. If there's a few of you that are all half decent, 4-player might be quite fun as well. So it's not the worst Olympics game. I did quite enjoy it, and well, I mean, let's see what we think. Let's go to the reviews page, and we'll see what we've both given it, and we'll continue the discussion there. Right, yes, so that's the scoreboard. Not a great start. It wasn't even close, to be honest, but doesn't matter. There's another 3 games to go in season 1, so I'm sure we'll have a comeback next week.
That's it. There's a glimmer of hope in your eye. I can see it.
There is. Never defeat, never give in. We can always pull it back and get a draw. Right, these are the review scores. see how we do. I'm known for being a bit more kind with my reviews normally, but I think we're kind of on the same page with it, really. 75, 73, I think that's probably about right. It's the best that the arcade game could really offer, to be honest.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm sort of surprised as close me on that. So we normally differ massively.
Yeah, we have very different opinions on games normally, but
you also run one man's rights.
well, like I say, I'm just a bit more kind to some of these games, but they are close. Like, there's not a lot it could offer at that stage. And it's a good start to the Olympics, to be honest. It's a good solid game to be playing to the start with. You get a lot of variety back then, so I'm fairly pleased with it, even though I'm not obviously very good at it. I don't like the fact that you have to qualify past each event, but it is an arcade game. It is over very, very quickly, but they've put in the right events. They've put in a solid set of events. It's a good-looking game for the time, and yeah, it's a good start. It's a good game to start with. But yeah, let's see how we do next week, and we'll be staying in the arcades, and we'll be playing the pseudo sequel to Track and Field, which was the official Olympics game in Japan for 1994. It was released a year later, called Hypersports. Different events. Similar graphics, similar gameplay, so hopefully the events are different enough that I'll be able to mount a bit of a better challenge.
Not a chance, mate. There's a sequel coming your way.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you later.